I went and talked to Dad about what I wanted to talk about online, and didn't go too well. So, but guys, and then I loaded a video because I got emotional. But that makes sense because this is Las Cruces, and scientists in this valley are not really good people. They're bad people, very bad people. And so you just got to understand that you're just dealing with very bad people, and they're doing things that are very, very fundamentally wrong. And it's being fundamentally corrected. It's just taking a long time because of the collective brain activity is very bad, and they think they can put it up for vote, right? They think that what I was explaining to Dad over there. He said, "You think you can in this lifetime change everything, get everybody to accept the Lord's Prayer?" It's like, well, technically, yes, but it's of their devices. I said, you can have supercomputers and quantum computers. Okay. And you can have 8 billion people saying, we all want to fight and kill over money. But the technology was invented to save the people and the planet from the people that are willing to fight and kill over money. And you can have one guy that earns the right to command the technology to protect the 8 billion people from themselves. So, but you have to have that living evidence of it. You can't have it written down in mythology saying this is real. You have to have a living, pragmatic, scientifically, mathematically valid, living, talking, breathing, living word. Okay. So you can have one person on this cute little planet we call Earth, right? Which has a lot of cuteness on it, tons of cuteness, right? And one guy can take all the technology worldwide, okay, and use what they consider smartphones, smart this. There are no quote smart weapons, okay. Um, People that are willing to kill each other over money to manipulate are, that's not even smart. That's not even street smarts. Okay. That's just not intelligent. My mom, Mercury and Leo, everything's either smart or stupid. That's right, mother. But yes, killing people over money is stupid. Okay. Being intelligent like Jesus Christ is smart. Right. So, you can call something smart. It doesn't make it so. You can, like that rocket scientist guy, you can propel things through the air, blow other people up fighting over money, and you can call it smart, but that doesn't make it that it actually is. Okay. It's absolutely stupid what you're doing with it. If you're doing something stupid with something and you're calling it smart, it's like, okay, military intelligence, you're a real oxymoron there, right? Do you see what I'm saying? Okay. So we have to understand this, okay, that there can be one living correction, okay, that can save 8 billion people from themselves because of the invention of technology, okay, that had to be invented by the people that wanted to be the solution to all the problems, when in fact they were the source of all the problems, and the solution was executing the commands of the Lord's Prayer. Okay. So it's not hard. Okay. So one person's thinking that he can have that effect on the entire world today. He's not an egomaniac. Okay. He's just merely reflecting the perfections of perfect commands given to us by Jesus Christ, year one, in the what they use as the calendar for the Roman Empire. Okay. So it's not that hard. It's real simple. It's not cool. Okay, because it would have been nicer. It'd be cool if you guys had all accepted the Lord's Prayer year one and not crucified Jesus Christ, and this wouldn't be necessary. So, but it'll do. That'll do, pig. That'll do, right? So that's that's just the way you got to look at it. I don't look at it as cool in any way, shape, or form. No, because I don't like. I'm gonna like the results of us all living the Lord's Prayer. Getting there, oh gosh, no. 2,024 years of absolute torture and murder thus far. Selfishness, narcissism, all kinds of making fun of our dysfunction, and so it's. It's sad, you know. So you're sitting here. Have you ever watched Big Bang Theory? I watch it quite a bit. And, it's these young people, okay, that had to give, how long was it? It ended in 2018 or so, was it? It started in 2007 or something like that. So it's like 11 years of their lives, okay, having to focus largely on pretending to be these other people for lots and lots of money, you know. And you're like, when it's so much better just to be yourself, right? Just to get to be yourself, and then not have to deal with people saying money's value. Okay. And Peter Jackson did this one too, huh? Okay. Just looking at the new Lord of the Rings things by Peter Jackson, except they're using Japanimation. Right. Okay. Um, yeah. Comic books. What can I say? Yeah. It is nice that the Lord is the Lord and Stan Lee's not the Lord. It's and Peter Jackson's not the Lord. That's really nice. That's a nice thing that you can, knowing that the Lord is the Lord and that all you people doing things, like St. Jude's, okay, was conceived with the right intentions, all right, because of ignorance, right? Because it was way back, like I think in the 60s or 70s, I think probably when Danny Thomas came up with this idea to how to, okay. It's obviously archaic, because people, you have a history of cancer in your family? I don't know. We were raised outside of Flea Mile Island. Do you think we might have a history of cancer in our family? Right? You're laughing. Hey, Big Bang Theory, what can I say? Do you see what I'm saying? Okay, so it's not a history of cancer in your family. Okay. It's you're being poisoned by corporate genocide. Do you understand? And that's your history. It's not cancer. We all have cancer cells in our body that you mainly shut the body down because the poisoning is insidious. Okay, do you understand? Okay. So when the cancer, I had that with poor Lori Paulson. I said, well, what you need is they need to give you the resources to just go up into the Gila or up into the mountains and not have any stress and then just go into remission and recover. And she was sitting there, you're telling me that the people that are saving my life and at the hospitals and stuff are actually hurting me rather than helping me? If you can survive it, you'll assimilate and you'll live a little bit longer as if you can't survive it and assimilate. But that's not curing cancer and that's not recovering from cancer. That's just getting you to assimilate to a toxic environment. But if you're not able to assimilate, then they see you as inferior because your body can't survive it. And to me, when I met her son and how much Ume, and Larry and the rest of the guys adored Lori so much, okay, that it wasn't because she was inadequate. My mom died from cancer at 54. And it wasn't because my mom wasn't strong or she was inadequate. It's because she didn't assimilate well to stress and poisoning. And some of you assimilate physiologically to stress and poisoning and then see yourself as superior to other people that do not. And that's not the case. Okay. So you try to get that across to people. And, so that makes me very upset because I've had people in my own family tell me when people that go to their church die from cancer, Jesus called them away to heaven because they needed him to be an angel. My mom died from cancer because Jesus was punishing her to send her to hell. And then they get mad if I correct them on their bullshit and their religion and get all pissed off at me. And I'm like, and I should not get pissed off at you for what you just fucking said? Okay. Seriously? My brother-in-law did that for years till I finally let him have it. His brother Louis was in heaven because Jesus called him away, and that's why he died from cancer. And my mom died from cancer because Jesus was punishing her to send her to hell. And he thought that was an acceptable conversation to have at family get-togethers. And no one in my family would walk up to Lawrence and say, Lawrence, you're out of line and that's wrong. I had to do it. Okay? And they're all good Christians. Okay? Do you understand? None of them stood up for my mother. They all agreed with Lawrence. Lawrence was an angel in heaven because Jesus needed him because they all went to the same kind of churches. And mom wouldn't go to their churches because she didn't believe that bullshit. So Jesus killed her of cancer to send her to hell. Okay? I had to get up and stand over it. And my brother-in-law also did that to me with Patrick's mother. And he said it right in front of Patrick. And he thought he was trying to scare us into going to his church and buying his religion. And I had to tell him, you need to quit doing that because it's abuse to Patrick. Because you don't have any scientific evidence to validate what you say you believe in. I do. Okay? So it's very difficult to deal with these people. Now, what I was talking to Dad about was I was watching and listening to the stuff with Patrick Ryder on the House of Representatives, right? And the same thing he was discussing, a lot of the same things that Custer was talking about global disbursement of genocidal operations because of places where people are together, where we're destroying the ecosystem, and it's hard for people to survive in our destruction of the ecosystem. So they're still engaging in mass murdering of the populace as opposed to education and liberation from dictation and legislation, and then having people migrate and go to places where the ecosystem can sustain larger populaces, and then don't go get resources for warfare in environments where it cannot sustain larger populaces. Okay, so drilling for lots of oil in Alaska is not good. Okay, and oil isn't a bad thing. You just have to use it correctly to do things right for people, like make polymers and sealants so you don't get mold in your houses. Because they showed me this one video with this young man that was making a rock house, and they were saying how earth-friendly it was. And it's like, no, that's got no polysealants and stuff like that. The animals in the forest are going to eat that life. And all the mud he's using for mortar, okay, is going to deteriorate and fall apart because it's not concrete. Okay, so he's just building a shack that you guys say is earth-friendly and great and all that, and it's going to fall apart. It looks nice now, but give it 3 rainy seasons and it's falling apart because it's mud and his concrete that he allegedly made and all that stuff. So it's going to deteriorate. When you use concrete, it's real hard for the water to deteriorate the concrete. Okay? So you're going to have to use concrete around your adobe homes in order to keep the structural integrity better than plaster and chicken wire. So it's you just care, share, give in accordance to need, build to last. Okay, and you migrate in areas where it can sustain that, and then you do things in an equal, friendly manner, but using our modern understandings of how to build things to last that nature can't destroy from the outside in and inside out. It's not hard. Okay, I love you guys very much. All right, I'm gonna go. Peace up.